So earlier today I had a bunch of fights with Nyffenschwander. I've probably butchered that name. Apologies if I have. It might be safer if I call you Niff from now on. But anyway, this is a guy that I met through the Dark Souls 2 subreddit. He posts a lot of stuff on there. Always comments on other people's stuff. Just a really good contributor and a really friendly guy. He's been supportive of any stuff that I've done in the past. So we got chatting on a previous post of mine, and we added each other on the PSN. And he's just recently transitioned his build from the PC to the PS4. He sent me a message earlier and said let's have a bunch of fights. I thought why the heck not? So so I recorded these. Unfortunately I didn't have my headset at the time, so I'm doing this in post-production, which is a bit Hollywood. But I thought I might just talk through our fights that we had. So starting off, he's brought the arc sword, two-handing it, so that sort of makes my parrying unfeasible really. He went for a super parry there. Didn't quite come off, unfortunately for him, but I was able to R1, R1, R2, which is, as you probably will see from these clips, is my absolute favourite combo. If people just parried after I do my two R1s, I'd be in so much trouble. But he's mixed it up now. He's changed from the arc sword to the that parry attempt was not good. I thought he was going to come in for one there, but he's too smart for that, I'm afraid. I'm able to run R1, which I do like to chase down rolling enemies once I get them under pressure. He's back to the arc sword, which I don't mind because I prefer fighting against another super parry attempt. Not a bad effort, but I'm wary of this, so I'm not going to rush in. I didn't attack there because I thought he would also go for a parry there, because after a jump attack, the bigger people do tend to like to go for super parry. R2 punished didn't. He rolled, just got his timings right there on the roll, and I wasn't able to punish that. He goes for the shield break, I guess, to try and get the speed up on the arc sword. I don't mind that. That doesn't scare me too much because and then he does a He probably thought I was following. He seems to like playing unlocked, which I'm able to do that completely. I'm locked always. I'm a very basic player. Locked always with the longsword, so a lot of spam. So let's see the second fight. Let's see how we get on. So he's now going with the Chaos Rapier. And that was a good. He got the Phantom Range poke, and then he was able to follow that with the arc sword. It's got a big, wide sweeping action, so that can punish nicely. But I can watch out for these rolling R1s and running R1s because I can get out of the way of those quite easily and punish those with some R1s of my own. So he's mixed it again. He's gone back to his, I think that's a longsword. I'm not 100%. And the Chaos Rapier, which is a nice speedy combination. I was tempted myself to do dual wielding when I was thinking of this build, but sometimes I get a bit scared, and it's nice to have the protection of the shield. I find it's useful against throwing knives and stuff. The odd arrow it can just fend off, and it can just buy you some time sometimes. Just to have it up, back up, just regroup, and also get your stamina back. I find is very useful. When I'm dual wielding, I tend to spam the L's and R's just too much, and find the stamina management just goes right out the window. I tried to do a clutch parry there. I'm pretty sure you can parry, so now I'm going to have to go into turtle mode now. Go for the poke, and then follow that up with the sweeps as he tries to come in and then punish me. The great thing about the longsword is that if an R1 fails in one direction or a poke fails in that direction, the R2s just have such amazing tracking, and they just sweep through about 180 degrees that they can punish people trying to get in behind you for a backstab. There again, that katana, he's mixed up to a katana now, and that sort of pseudo combo is extremely powerful. It's taking me down to nearly halfway with the counter damage. I was able to reply quite quickly. Then he goes into the running poke, which those attacks are so bloody quick. We trade there, still fairly equal, I think, and that's one of the main reasons I love having a shield, because that jump attack I was able to sort of tank through that with the shield up, go straight into the R2s and punish him much more than he deserved for a brave move. But I didn't read that at all. I thought he was going to maybe try and roll away. I thought I could punish and get that last hit, but no, that's clever. He saw that, he probably anticipated that and reacted accordingly. So now he's got that silverback sickle. Is that the first trade is fine, but then I'm able to R1 and get into my R2. I mean, jeez, you're going to see that a lot, I imagine. really punish. And now spears, I actually quite like the spears because, oh, that was a quick one. Because I find that if you just get right up and close into the face of the spear user, away from the damage, the pointy end, you could really, and especially with a longsword, you could be really effective. So I didn't mind the spear coming up. I'm going to try and get as close as possible. And he's ringing it again. I'm quite chuffed with that one. After he beat me, I got a nice swift response. So he's going for the but it's got the reach. You see, that's what this thing is based upon, is that reach. But if you can sort of attack that distance, attack that space, and not let him try and go for those pokes. And as we all know, there is, unfortunately, yes, again, I'm not doing well. I need to get in closer than this. Parry. I think I was a bit far away from that, but it was a bit late as well, to be honest. So trading again, have that shield up, and I'm able to tank through that, punish with an R1. I miss with the first R2, but as he rolls in, I can go for a second one and punish that. And now again, we're quite evenly matched, both quite low. That's a great running attack. Didn't see it coming. Backstep into his L1 this time, but I'm able to roll away before he connects. And now we're both pretty low. We'll see what happens. He backsteps. I backstep. Oh, we traded the backsteps, and then he rolls away, and I'm able to get that punish with that R2. Really useful move, that R2. That sweeping R2. It leaves you open to parries, but it's really just a useful attack. So here we go. I think he was just sending me a message back, but I'll read it afterwards. So he now goes to the R2s, and we're trading. We're spamming. We're trading. But I'm able to get that backstab and then into an attack and get away. And now he's trying to chase me down, which is be aggressive. I like that. He doesn't quite connect with that one, and I'm able to hit him with the R1. He then rolls behind me, avoiding the first R2. But the beauty of this R2 is you can just go for that second one and punish. And now he's bringing the Crypt Black Sword. Is it? I forget. The Crypt whatever, Great Sword or something. So this can do big damage. My build does not have any real sort of magic defences. So if he can land with that, especially if it's been infused with dark, that could do some real trouble. He went for the second R1 on that. I didn't expect it. Oh, I'm able to get that. Oh, I didn't think I could. Oh, Niff, I'm sorry about that, but I'm pretty chuffed. It's certainly easier to get a parry on a big weapon like that, and I thought he might go for him and try and punish me there. He goes for the big R2 over swing. I'm able to punish R1. I think I managed to get an R2 in there as well. These rolling attacks are not causing me too much problems. It's quite a slow weapon, and I can just finish him off with my own running R1. So he goes back to the katana this time, which is, I think that's the weapon he beat me with. So he certainly wants to go for a quick weapon than the Crypt Black Sword, because that didn't work out for him at all. So was that a bit of lag there? I don't know. He went a bit stationary. But again, I'm able to go for my absolute favourite combo. And I've noticed he's doing a couple of rolls away and then rolls back, and that one I'm able to punish, which I'm pretty pleased with. So now he's trying to be a bit more defensive. He brought the shield up, but now he thought, no, you know what, screw it. But no, he is back to it, to be fair, and he's changed, I think, to his longsword. I think he tried to backstep there, probably looking to backstep parry, but I was just able to catch him. His timing was just very slightly off. And now I can just chase him down, try and go for the R1. Cleverly, we went about 3 rolls there, which is clever, because that was, I was hoping to get him there. And again, that poke seemed to be quite a way off, unless he was doing it unlocked. I don't know if that was some lag maybe, but anyway, I was able to get a victory. And now he goes to the curved dragon greatsword, which is actually a sword I don't like fighting. It seems to be much quicker than other greatswords, and it can just do a heck of a lot of damage. So he knows now. He knows that I want to punish these R1 misses into R2, so he's rolling about 3 or 4 times now. And I'm luckily able to poise break it before he gets that, because that would have been, with the counter damage, that would have been very big. Very big amount of damage there. So I'm able to shield through his attack and then get a couple of R1 slashes. He's backstepping now, and I'm able to just get my spacing right on that. And he rolls into me, which is just not a good move to do with the longsword, because I'm able to punish. If he rolls away, it can catch you. If it rolls in, I can catch you as well. He goes for the big R2, and if you avoid that, that gives you loads of time to go in for the backstab, which I'm able to punish. And now he's throwing out the R1s, hoping for it. He caught me with that, to be fair, but I think I'm able to chase him down now. Yeah, just chase him down and finish him with that R1. Yeah, just noticed he had probably spent a lot of stamina there, so he wouldn't have been able to do 2 or 3 rolls there. He had 1 in him, maybe 2. So I thought I'd take a gamble to get that last hit. So now he's gone back to his fast sword. So that's probably his best hope. That's not the right words, but he overspent his stamina there, and I'm able to shield break that. And now he's low again. Now he's low and in trouble. I'm going to start chasing again, and that's over. I'm starting to build up a bit of momentum now. I like this. So here we go again. Again, I think he's using his lone longsword and that cursed bone. So that charged R1 got there ahead of my R1. Now he's going to go for a poke. I'll be able to roll away from that. Moving up to the S stock, which is probably, that seemed laggy. He seemed to stop there. So hopefully you don't have too much lag in this. I thought he was going to go for the R1 poke. It didn't quite come off like that. But yeah, like I said, the S stock is probably my most feared weapon to go against. It's just got great range. It's got a great moveset. So I'm sort of glad he's put it away, to be honest. So now he's just two-handing, I think, the longsword. He was able to backstep away from me there, but I was just able to catch him with the second R1 as he was coming in for the poke. Again, that was the same way I lost last time. I think that was the exact mirror of how I lost last time. I was going in for a punish, and I didn't read it. I thought he would maybe roll away, run away. I wasn't just expecting the follow-up hit, so that was bugger. He got me good there. So at this point, I've just sent him a message because unfortunately I had to shoot off and after our fights. So I just sent him a message saying we would have a final 3 fights, best of 3, winner takes all. So forget about the practice rounds. Forget that I won. 8? I don't know. I didn't count, but I won a few. So this is it now. This is the real test. Best out of 3. Next couple of fights, we'll see. Winner takes it all. We'll see what happens. So I think that is the. Is that the Lois greatsword? Because I know that's got a really interesting moveset, especially when you're two-handing it. And he's got off to a very good start with it. The pokes is pretty dangerous, and that seemed like lag. That he was held up and he didn't move in that position for a long time. I can't imagine he was holding it for that long. That in shield stance, whatever you want to call it. But it is a bit slow, this weapon, and he's gone back to that. I don't know. He changed weapon. I was able to get him with a quick 1-2. So yeah, we did just have some messages, and at that point, and he did say that the shield break. When I shield broke him, he was actually round the back of me on his side, trying to go for a backstab, and then he just suddenly warped back, and I was doing the front attack. So I don't want. That's certainly not a way I want to win. I want to have the honourable victory if possible. So the previous one is null and void. We are still on 0-0. Still working towards our best of 3. So that was just another practice fight, which I won. So this is the proper one now. So now we're going to begin the competition. And again, I think he's bringing the longsword because I think he just wants to compete. Because I can only use the longsword, so I think he wants to go. He wants to go fast, which makes sense. I think he tried to parry. And then he's two-handing it, so he's going to do better in the trades. He's going to do more damage and maybe be able to poise break me. But again, just R1, R1, R2. Honestly, if anyone uses a short sword and they have the R2 sweeping, I think it's only the long sword and I want to say Great Keeper. There might be others, maybe the Vangarian. I'm not sure. But that is just such a good sort of pseudo combo. R1, R1 to stun them. They try to roll away. Most people, I'd say 85% of people, try to roll away. And just R2 catches them through hundreds of hours of PvPing. I mean, I really think I've done like 200 hours of this character alone. You do get the odd parry. The other person that will stand up to you and parry you. Jesus, he's really coming back. He's moved to that. I can't deal with this thing, honestly. This S stock is the bane of my life. It just does so much. It just causes me so much problems. But I was able to just hang on, just with the sliver there. I thought he was going to bring it back. I had quite a good health lead there. I was like nearly over half, and he was just on the final little sliver. But he was able to bring it back with some nice pokes, and but I managed to get that first one. So now we are on potentially the final game, or could be the one for him to get back in it. And he's gone back to the spear, which actually I'm really quite chuffed with, because I do not mind fighting spears. Yes, it gives you range, and yes, I don't have great magic resistance for that, because I think that's the silverback. But trades, yeah, I think it has better counter damage. But if you just get up into their face, sort of eliminate the danger area, which is the range that this thing has. But I think he noticed I wanted to get in close, and he moved the sickle now, which is good thinking, because now he can get in close with me and trade. But again, R1, R1, R2, it's all I ever do. But I'm able to get that punish, and now I've got a healthy lead. As he goes in for that charge attack, I'm able to just clean it up, and that's the game. I guess that's 2-0 to me. So thank you, Nyff, for those fights. I have no doubt we'll do it again sometime soon. And yeah, champion.